Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Lunch with Lisa.
Welcome,
and
everyone.
my
Welcome to
echo. All right, as we go live on Facebook, we get the echo. All right, hello. I'm Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing, and I teach people how to make healing simple. Today, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Happiness. What does happiness have to do with health? Well, actually, it has everything to do with health. Because when we're happy, we're living in high vibration. We're living in alignment with who we are as the soul. Peace, ease, joy, happiness, being in the flow. This generates health and vitality. When we're living in fear and doubt and guilt and shame and worry and stress, that's what creates the dis-ease, unhappiness. All of those heavy, dense energies generate dis-ease. And because we are non-physical beings, because we are the soul, we are here experiencing ourselves in physical form. The body is the physical form that we take. And when we are in stress and worry and doubt and fear and guilt and shame and trying to protect ourselves, we distort our shape. We take on those energies as our shape. Hey, Kinsey. Hey, Brenda. Thanks for hopping on. But when we are living true to who we are, when we are living from the light of our soul, we are living in joy and ease and love, self-love, appreciation, dignity, honor, respect. Hey, Narayan, nice to see you. So let's take a look at the elephant in the room. The medical model is looking for disease. They're looking through the microscope. Here, let's take these cells and let's put them on this slide and let's look and see what's wrong with you. We're so busy looking through the microscope to figure out what the hell's wrong with us that we're not looking at what the hell's actually wrong. There's nothing wrong. Energy, shame, fear, guilt, doubt, worry, that's what's wrong. Because it's not who we are. That's the shadow, that's the darkness, that's the places where the light is not shining. It's the places where we've closed off our heart, stopped the flow of love and joy, and are now living from the dark spots instead of living from the light that we are. When you are living from the light of your own love, love is all there is. We live in a unified field of unconditional love that is who and what we are. And I'm speaking that from actual experience. When I was a little kid, little girl, 3, 4 years old, 2, 3, 4 years old, I would have the experience of going to bed at night, laying in my bed, and as I closed my eyes, I would become one with the field of unconditional love. I would find myself just simply looking at the earth and seeing the wars, the disease, the old people living in nursing homes waiting to die. I could see the crime, the horrible things that people would do to each other. And I could see clearly that that's not who we are. That's who we are when we're living in the shadow. That's who we are when we've forgotten the unconditional love that we are as souled beings. From that field of unconditional love, I could look around, I could see that that field itself, the unconditional love itself, is what humans look at as God. God is not a guy in the sky. He's not a person. It's the unconditional love that we are. The truth of each and every one of us is I am love. And when we fall out of that space, when we come to earth and we hop into these physical forms and we see all the slings and arrows that are being flung and slung around this planet, and we keep getting hit in the head with rocks and shot in the heart with arrows, when people do things behind our backs or try to control us or fling anger at us, all kinds of things happen to us. Energy gets thrown at us and it hurts. And we start living from the hurt rather than living from the truth, the light and the love of who we are. Our bodies embody our perceptions. When we walk around with the perception of I'm wrong, I screwed up, I messed up, I shouldn't have done that, I made somebody unhappy. We're living from everybody else. We're living in comparison to the world around us instead of living as who we truly are. There's nothing wrong with our bodies. Our bodies are the physical form that we are taking. And when we are living from the shadow, rather than from living from the light that we are, the form takes on the shadow. The form takes on a distortion because we have a distorted perception of who we are. So the body takes on the form of that distorted perception. There's not a single thing wrong with anybody's body at all, period. Like it or not. If you don't like what I'm saying, just turn me off and go somewhere else where somebody will tell you what you want to hear. But I'm tired of listening to what everybody else wants us to hear. Let's hear what we truly have to say in our own hearts. Let's start living from the truth of who we are so that we can heal. When we are happy, when we have our hearts open and our love flowing, this is the essence of healing. This is what it takes to heal. Doesn't come from a pill. It doesn't come from a shot. It comes from opening up our hearts and allowing the light to return. It is clearing out the darkness that we have embodied. And it is far, far simpler than we have ever been allowed to know. Are you ready to make healing simple? Are you ready to be happy? Are you ready to shine your light? What if it didn't have to take very long? And what if it wasn't difficult? What if you didn't have to go back into the past and rehash all the old traumas and dramas, trying to clear them out? What if you could do it energetically? What if you could literally change the energy and change your entire past? What if you could simply change your life by changing your energy, by changing your perception? And what if it could be simple? This is what I offer. This is my approach. If you would like to learn my approach, if you would like for things to be simple, contact me. You can come to my website, connectingyoutoyou.com, spelled out in full in English, connectingyoutoyou.com. You can find me on YouTube at The Simplicity of Self-Healing with Lisa Warner, me. You can find me on Facebook in my group, Soul Sourced Healing. You can send me an email, lisa@connectingyoutoyou.com. But find me, connect with me. Let's connect you to you. Let's connect the shadow you, the diseased you, to the light you, to the you who you truly are. And let's have some healing so that we can all start living heaven on earth as the healthiest, happiest versions of ourselves. Right? I'm excited. I'm enthusiastic. Yes, Michelle, that's it. I'm not preaching. I am just excited because I want you guys to be happy and healthy. And I want to see the medical model of looking through a microscope to figure out what the hell's wrong with us to be gone, because it is not helping any of us. Unless we have gotten in a serious predicament and we need a surgeon ASAP, it is not really helping us for the pills and the shots and all the looking for disease. Okay, we manifest what we're looking for. And health and happiness go hand in hand, and the medical model doesn't know a single thing about happiness. Because look at all the people there. They're pretty unhappy. Right? If you're in the hospital, you're pretty unhappy about it for the most part. So let's turn the whole world around. Let's turn all of this around. Let's make it simple and quick and fun. Let's bring the fun back into healing. Are you ready? Michelle's on it. Delbert's on it. Let's go. Who else is with me? Brenda's on it. All right. So if you're ready to get on it, if you're ready to have some happiness in healing and start living from the love and the light that you are, please contact me. I'll be more than happy to help you make healing simple. Thanks for joining me today. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please reach out. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. It'll be really helpful to me. And please share it with other people that you think it might help them as well. Thank you so much. Until next week, thanks for joining me for another episode of Lunch with Lisa. And till next week, create for yourselves a great, happy week. Bye for now.